Guys, big news. Hey, what's up? Okay, first of all, what's up? I'm J Rock. Yada yada yada. This is big news, guys. If you guys remember my theory from my theory about Fallout 4 mods, how I feel that how it would make sense for them to arrive this week on the PS4 when the PS4 Pro launches on Thursday. Well, now I have a big time feeling that I have a big high feeling that that it's happening. I have a big feeling it's happening, and I'm going to tell you guys why right now. Well, from a couple of reliable sources, I actually watched Star-Lord for one thing, and then I heard this from a friend. Well, from Star-Lord, I heard that the Creation Kit was officially released today, and I heard big news. We are at 21 mods, PS4 mods for Fallout 4. And now, without further ado, without me rambling on, let's get into it. Alright. So, the first one we have is Unlock Ballistic Weave by Andrew CX. And the file size is 1.1 kilobyte. Oh wait, let me show you. Guys probably won't be able to see it very well because my phone is yes, my phone is complete shit, guys. My phone is complete shit. Okay, but let me just discuss this real quick. This mod enables a cheat that removes the requirements to complete specific railroad quests before gaining access to ballistic weave modifications for armor and clothing. This mod does not change the material cost of weave nor the range of clothing and armor that weave can be applied to. However, this mod is compatible with my UCO Unified Clothing with his UCO Unified Clothing Overhaul series, which significantly expands the range of clothing and armor that you can apply weave to, as well as a range of other features. Oh, the load order. This mod should be near the bottom of your load order, directly above UCO, base game, and any plugins. If you are using that series as well, but below all other mods that change armor, clothes, and crafting in any way. Alright. Basically takes off some of the requirements needed to actually get ballistic weave from the railroad. Next one is Laundromat, also by Andrew CX. You know what, I'm not even going to bother. My phone is crap. But let me get into the mod details. 13.7 kilobytes. He says, this simple mod adds 2 functions to the chemistry workbench, laundromat cleaning and laundromat dirtying. The cleaning feature allows you to turn dirty clothes into clean clothes with some Abraxo and purified water, or turn clean clothes into dirty clothes with some dirty water. This feature is unlocked for all characters with no perk or quest requirements. 1. Only clothes that 1 only clothes/armor that has both a clean or new and dirty version already in the game files are included. The mod does not add any items not already present in the game, although several of the items are not obtainable through gameplay without another mod or the use of console commands. The system will technically destroy one item and create another, so all upgrades, etc. will be lost when the item is clean or dirtied. And 3, since the mod converts between items that exist in the game files without altering them, the items will stay in their changed form even if the mod is uninstalled, rather than custom items which disappear or stop the save from loading altogether. And the mod is also compatible with and enhanced by his UCU, Unified Clothing Overhaul series of mods. Alright. That's pretty nice. That sounds pretty good. What's next? Missiles minigun. That is what that beast looks like, guys. Look at that. Look at that. I already like it. Let's get into the mod details. It's by a guy named Vanilla Thunder. He says, this mod is simple. It adds a minigun with missiles near Vault 111. Have fun. Ooh. Well, I know something I'm using. Yes. I'll happily use some of this stuff in my next Fallout 4 Let's Play. Shit. And, let me see. What else am I looking for? Patriotic Radio restored. Is that a deal? Well, there's 0 ratings on it, but we'll read it anyway. File size 38.8 kilobytes. Another one by Andrew CX. This mod adds a new radio station, Patriotic Radio, restored, which includes a small number of patriotic music tracks included in the game files of Fallout 4 but not implemented into the playlist of any of the standard stations. The mod includes both the radio station tunable on the Pip-Boy and a pre-tuned radio in the settlement build menu. This mod uses in-game assets only and will be made available for PS4 once mods for that platform are released, in addition to PC and Xbox One versions, which are already available. The restored radio series includes 3 different mods which can be used individually or altogether. These are Classical Radio Restored, Patriotic Radio Restored, Radio Restored. Andrew CX says, with thanks to Nexus Mods, user Radioactive Nuke for the wonderful create your own radio station tutorial. Huh. Create? Not that. Wow. Some of these I am literally speechless at, guys. I am literally speechless. Okay, classical radio. Okay, so involves another radio restored. This mod adds a new radio station collected. Oh, okay, so that one's pretty much the same, except it's classical radio. Also by Andrew CX. Let me look at the file size. Let me just look at the file size. 41.5 kilobytes. Okay. So, let me just see this real quick. Raider Radio, I'm guessing probably does the same thing, except it's 38.7 kilobytes, also by Andrew CX. It adds, it's the same except it's Raider Radio restored. Okay, now let's, ooh, cheat container by VL Orvis. I hope I spelled that right. Oh, Viscerus, I think. I don't know how that's pronounced. Cheat container. I think this is from every item in the game or something. Or no, is there some cheats, settlements, workshop? 33.4 kilobytes. Wanted to have enough I knew someone would do this. Wanted to have enough resources to build? Well, ask no more. This mod adds a small toolbox full of 10,000 units of each building component, plants not included, located right next to Sanctuary's workshop. Keep this one bookmarked, folks. He is working on adding one of these babies to each Commonwealth settlement. So we might be seeing more of this, guys. Hell yes. Damn. Okay, let me just... Wacky weapon. What? Wacky Weapons Workshop. What? It's probably not all clear because I managed to crack my screen by dropping my phone. But 631.8 kilobytes. Wow, that's large. Again by Andrew CX. Okay, let's look at required dependencies. Let's look at required dependencies. And that was my Facebook going off. I will get to that in a minute. You'll need, in order for this to work, you will need Automatron, Far Harbor, and Nuka World for this one. Wacky Weapons Workshop is a simple mod designed to assist with developing content for PS4. Assist him with developing content for PS4 with the current announced highly restricted no external assets requirement. It's mainly a development tool, but also is good for a bit of silly short-term fun. What this mod does: allows you to apply most gun mods to most guns from the base game, Automatron, Far Harbor, and Nuka World. Changes the construction cost of all available gun mods to remove all perk and material costs. Changes the names of gun mods to include a descriptor of the gun type they were originally for. What this mod doesn't do: since the main purpose of this mod is to find combinations of existing gun art assets that can be put together without external assets to create new gun looks, this mod doesn't do anything that requires external assets. This includes alter models to remove air gaps / misalignments, alter the animation / sound, etc., allow crafting of weapons from scratch, but you can use either his UCO, again his Unified Clothing Overhaul thing, which has a balanced weapon production component, or his Freemaker series, which lets you produce weapons for free. Alter the power / properties of any component. This mod also does not include melee weapons, as they simply do not match up. They all end up with air gaps, etc. His recommended use. When active, this mod changes all guns in the game, so he recommends you have it active only to play with creating custom guns for yourself, and then either disable or disable, he says. But either disable or disable and go back to a previous save. Okay, now here's some Q&As from him. Is this mod a copy of any mod, any weapon? No, the base features of both mods are very similar as to implement that feature. Adding mods onto weapons other than the ones they are originally limited to is a very simple edit. It just requires adding some keywords to the base weapon record in the CK. There's really only one way to do it, and it takes less than an hour. This mod therefore does much the same thing, but was produced from scratch and is not built on the code from either the Bethesda.net version of any mod, any weapon, or the original Nexus versions of the same name. Another question, can you do a no DLC version? Having DLC components available is an important part of the function of this mod. If you want a no DLC version, you can use the existing any mod, any weapon mod. Okay. Now that I'm done. Okay, I guess we're now up to 22, so I'll have one more that I'll be reading about. Dance Edibility. Dance Edible Power Armor Enabler. This has something to do with Paladin dances. I don't know why I show you guys. This has something to do with Paladin dances power armor. Again by Andrew CX. File size 11.7 kilobytes. Description. When enabled, this mod allows the player to access, remove, alter at a power armor workstation and re-equip Dance's default armor pieces, both T60 and X01. Note, he will stay in the power armor frame. This only allows removal/alteration/re-equipping of the individual armor pieces attached to the frame. This mod is designed so you can activate it, upgrade/paint Dance's armor, and then disable the mod once you've re-equipped the upgraded pieces back on Dance. Disabling the mod will cause Dance's armor pieces to keep all upgrades/changes made but no longer be visible in inventory. It is recommended that you only have this mod enabled when you are actively altering the appearance/mods of Dance's armor and is disabled at all other times. There are no other issues with enabling and disabling this mod during a single playthrough. And come on, load. Oh my god, continue to load. Okay. Freemaker something. Again by Andrew C. This guy is really popular here. Freemaker base game. Freemaker base game. Minutemen's general uniform. Wait. 206.7 kilobytes. Damn, that's large. Freemaker, formerly known as Unimmersive Clothing Crafter, allows you to produce items with no material or perk requirements. Chemistry station craftables, armor and clothing, weapons, power armor pieces, aid, junk and miscellaneous, currency, settlement building materials, settlement supply orders, spawn beacons, throwable grenades that summon generic NPC creatures/robots and faction members, raiders, gunners, etc. Yes. Non-humans are almost always hostile, while humans are hostile or friendly depending on faction affinity. Workshop mode craftables, power armor frames. The base game component of Freemaker produces standard items available in Fallout 4's base game, i.e. with no DLCs installed, As these are all items produced by Bethesda, they will remain even if this mod is uninstalled or disabled. There are add-ons available for FreeMaker that add items from the Automatron, Far Harbor, and Duca World DLCs. These should be installed together with the base game component. If you have all 3 DLCs installed, you can instead use the Season Pass version of FreeMaker. Okay. Okay. And did I get to Free Crafter? I think I read off FreeMaker, didn't I? Yes, the first one I read. Another one by Andrew CX. FreeMaker Automatron. So this one's pretty much the same thing, and it only requires Automatron, obviously. Where's the description? 15.4 kilobytes. Okay. Okay. Now this one, the Beantown Interiors Project. .5 megabytes, created by a guy named Chuck Steele. Its required DLC is Far Harbor. Have you ever thought about scavenging the Commonwealth, even though the super mutants, ghouls, or raider may horrifically and violently rip your heart out? Have you said to yourself, damn, the torpedoes, I am going into downtown Boston, or I'm heading to the coast, only to find once you arrive that 99% of the shops and houses are all boarded up? Have you ever wondered why hasn't anyone looted these buildings in the last 200 years? Well, 210 years to be exact, give or take the rotation of the Earth and a few dings to his chronometer. If so, then this mod is for you. The Beantown Interiors Project, the sister mod to Fallout 3's DC Interiors Project and Fallout New Vegas's Interiors Project, promises to bring many of the elements from his previous mods, which you've come to know and love, into Fallout 4. He also hopes to add more depth and features as his modding skills progress. This mod opens up many of the boarded building for you to explore. More info and screenshots can be found on well, you'll probably read it when you look at it. New interior totals: 13 interiors in Concord, 3 interiors in Jamaica Plain, 5 interiors in Forest Grove Marsh, 3 interiors in Beaver Creek, 1 interior in Lexington, 1 interior in Nahant, 1 interior in Salem, 1 interior in Hyde Park, 1 interior in Charlestown, 1 interior in East Boston, Easy City Downs. Total 30. He doesn't have a content update in the works, he just needs to finish it for PC, Xbox One, and port it to the PS4 version. And yep, that's pretty much it for him. That's pretty much it on that mod. Okay, I guess it's back down to 21. I wonder why that one got taken down. And Freemaker, Far Harbor, again by what was his name? Okay, let me just read the file size, 16.2 kilobytes, once again by Andrew CX, where acquired dependencies like you'd expect, Far Harbor. It's pretty much the same, except it's the Freemaker thing for Far Harbor. Of course, I read about the Freemaker and another Freemaker one, two more Freemaker ones by Andrew CX. This one is for Nuka World, and obviously Nuka World is required. I'm not even going to click on that to know that. File size 51.1 kilobytes. And another Freemaker one by Andrew, like I said. Oh, this is the Season Pass one. 287.4 kilobytes. So basically everything you can just specifically have with this mod. Though we forgot to add in that Nuka World was required like he said. Alright. And now we are at Free Crafter. The rest are pretty much by Andrew CX. The rest of these mods I'm about to read. Free Crafter for the base game. This mod alters base game crafting to cost no materials and require no perks or quests unlocked. What this mod does: removes the material and perk requirements from cooking stations, chem workbench, armor workbench, weapons workbench, and power armor workbench. Removes the quest and affinity requirements for unlocking ballistic weave, gaining access to faction/rank specific power armor paints. Remove the discovery requirement for things like buzzard bites and hallucinogen gas grenades. What this mod doesn't do: change any of the item modifications produced or food/chems cooked in any way, alter settlement mode crafting in any way, change which items can be modified or what mods are allowed on a specific item at armor/weapon/PA workbenches, alter the cost or requirement of any recipe from a DLC or custom recipes from another mod. Base game, Automatron, Far Harbor, and Nuka World DLC versions of Free Crafter are available in addition to a Season Pass version that combines all four together in a single mod. Users who do not have all three of these DLCs installed should use the base game plus relevant DLCs plugins of Free Crafter instead. Use with other mods. No other mods are required to install/use Free Crafter, but the following mods he has produced may be of interest. #Freemaker allows production of armor, clothing, weapons, ammo, settlement, materials, currency, aid items, and junk items at any cost. Add a chemistry workbench. #Raider settlement items on log allows construction of some Nuka World Raider settlement items in non-Raider settlements. Unified clothing overhaul allows enhanced modifications, including layering and color swaps, legendary swaps, etc. for clothing and armor, and the crafting of costumes that allow you to change player companion settler dogmeat appearance into a variety of other forms. UCO also includes immersive crafting for armor, clothing, weapons, ammo, wigs, gloves, and a backpack. And did I mention the file size was 49.8 kilobytes? And I think, since you know, I'll just read the kilobyte size for the next few. Okay, the one for Automatron, 57.7 kilobytes. Once again, going off. I will get to that one in a minute. This one is for Far Harbor. 20.7 kilobytes. Wait, did I read the one already? Okay, so I read the ones for now this one is for Nuka World, and 27.3 kilobytes for that alone. And like he was saying, for all of these together, this is the Season Pass one, I'm guessing. Yep. And that is 257.1 kilobytes, which pretty much adds all of them together if you have Automatron and Far Harbor. And Nuka World, I think. Well, yeah, I'm guessing. And last we have, once again by Andrew CX, his Unified Clothing Overhaul. Base game includes Costume Party Series. And I'm sorry about that noise. You can hear my nieces laughing in the background. 1.4 megabytes. The OxCR mod is now required for the new version of UCO. Read the notes below. UCO features upgrade all clothes, armor hats, helmets, bandanas, and glasses with ballistic weave and linings. Layer armor pieces can be worn over all clothing and full body armor. Extra items can be worn together, e.g. gas mask, helmet, glasses, and bandana, and helmet. He said helmet twice. No, I'm not complaining. We finally got them on the website. Color swap %. Change color of most items of armor, clothing, including Volt suits, hats, bandanas, etc. Power armor and Pip Boys. Invisible armor. Use the invisible option of color swap on chest, leg, and arm armors to have the effect of the armor but without the appearance. Decal swap %. Change the decal on your combat armor / Minutemen General's uniform. Volt suit number or make blank. Legendary swap. Move legendary effects from item to item, including items like hats, bandanas, glasses. Type swap. Change most armor pieces between light, sturdy, heavy variants. And for crafting, mini armor, clothing, weapons, ammo, and custom items, backpack, gloves, wigs, NPC, Pip Boys, jetpack, hashtag. Can be crafted. Some items are available automatically, while further recipes are unlocked by quest completion / companion affinity. Costumes. Craft alien and synth costumes. Player, companion, settler, and dog costumes for dog meat. Equip any item, Valentine / any hat, strong. Notes, AWKCR, that's AWKCR, either the all DLC version or the no DLC version plus the plugins for each DLC you have installed, must be active and above all UCO components in the load order before installing or updating UCO. % due to the limitations on external assets for PS4 mods, the range of color and decal swaps available in this version is considerably more restricted than the PC Xbox One version. Many of the color swaps that are available are also lower res due to this. DLC plugins for UCO for Automatron, Far Harbor, Voltec Workshop, and Nuka World are available. Items are crafted at the Ammunition, Armorsmith, and Weaponsmith workbenches added by AWKCR. If a feature isn't working for you, check that the UCO series, base game, then plugins, is at the bottom of your load order with no other mods below it. Some items show a color swap menu but have no options. This allows for future to be added. #Jetpack requires UCO, Nuka World plugin. UCO Pip-Boy color swap enabler mod required for color swap on player Pip-Boys. And Andrew CX says, with thanks to Gambit77 and Valdecil for AWKCR integration. And yes, let me just show you. Close up on that. There we go. Well, anyways, guys, that has been it. Well, they're finally here. My theory was right. I had a feeling we would be seeing mods this week because the update is for both the 4K resolution on the PS4 Pro along with the mods. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, I'm really happy to finally see mods for both Fallout 4 and Skyrim on Bethesda's website on the PS4 side of things. But let me know your guys' thoughts about this down below in the comment section, and be sure to go over to Bethesda's website and check out all these mods for yourself. They are pretty good. But anyways, guys, if you watched it for this long, then you're awesome. Watching me go over every single mod, you are awesome. And yeah, but anyways, guys, I've been J-Rock, and I'll catch you guys later.